My dad was always a really, really nice dresser. But when we were growing up, Tommy always loved clothes and he loved music. He wanted to look like the musicians that he was listening to. So I think that's kind of what pushed him into wanting to be into the world of fashion. I'm Betsy Hilfiger. I'm Tommy Hilfiger's sister. We are standing in the Tommy Hilfiger Gallery in Elmira College, Hamilton Hall in Elmira, New York. So Tommy and his friend, Larry Stemmerman, would go to New York all the time after they discovered bell-bottoms. And they would buy all these cool things, not only bell-bottoms, but incense and candles and any kind of thing that Elmira didn't have, and bring it back, and they'd sell it in their shop. People's Place was in the basement of Larry Stemmerman's dad's shoe store on Main Street, which is right down the street here. And then he started drawing clothes that he wanted somebody to make, and he would buy fabric, and he had women that were seamstresses in Elmira who were friends with my mother make the clothes. And so they would be making clothes, and he'd put labels in them that said Tommy Hill. He had a store here from 1969 to 1979. And he and his friend Larry sold these stores to people and moved to New York City. I was his first sales girl. But my dad wanted me to be a nurse like my mother, and he said, you need something to fall back on. I worked for Tommy after high school for a year. And then my dad came down pretty hard on me and said, look you've been doing this for a year, selling bell-bottoms. You got to be a nurse like your mother. Like all the Hilfiger girls became nurses except for Ginny. And Ginny became a designer. My brother Andy was up here, and we were driving around, and Andy said, Tommy, we ought to call Tommy and tell him that we should open a fashion school here. I think it'd be really nice, to have something to do with fashion at Elmira College and all that. So when we got home, we went to Dunkin' Donuts, got our coffee, went home, called Tommy, and Tommy said, that's a great idea. I said, I'm going to call Allison Wolf. Remember her? She used to bring all her kids to see me in New York, and he remembered her, and so I called Allison.
We are very excited on behalf of Elmira College to launch the official Tommy Hilfiger Fashion Business School. This program will really focus on the business of fashion, and the students will have opportunities to learn and do experiential learning on the business of fashion. Elmira College Tommy Hilfiger Fashion Business School we launched it to the public on April 12th of 2021. And we officially are welcoming students to start the program this past fall of 2021-22 academic year. What's so exciting is in the fall of 2022, coming up in a few months, we will be launching our first official class that can do the accelerated 3-year baccalaureate program with our Tommy Hilfiger Fashion Business School. And the program is the students can focus on business administration major with a concentration or a minor in fashion marketing or fashion merchandising.
I study business administration with a concentration in marketing and a minor in art. I've been wanting to be in the fashion, world for quite some time now. And my freshman year, I contacted my Professor Wolf, and I asked her if there was any opportunities, fashion-wise. Surprisingly, in my last year, there's some opportunity came onto the school, and I was gracious enough to meet my boss, Betsy Hilfiger, and her family, and they presented me this opportunity to be the intern. And ever since the summer, I've been working with them, and it's been a wonderful time. I can't even put it in words. I've been learning a lot. I've been meeting teams and design teams. I've been doing things like I'm PR related and I'm marketing related. So I'm pretty much doing everything around the fashion industry just to get me in the right direction to what I want to do in the future. So it's been great so far.
At UPMC, we're pioneering new ways to treat cancer, and we're working to prevent it. We're advancing new technology to look more closely at disease and helping you breathe easier. We perform the world's first heart-liver transplant, and we're experts at keeping your heart beating strong. We're a global team of more than 90,000, advancing care everywhere and delivering it closer to you. UPMC, life-changing medicine.